So I took a substantially long break there, and when I took that substantially long break, a lot of movies came out that I seen that I didn't get to talk about because I was taking that substantially long break. So because of that, I'm gonna do a video that's like 5 months late. This is like going over my favorite films of 2024, despite the fact I'm 5 months late to making a video about movies of 2024. Anyway, I'm not gonna faff about it, we're just gonna get straight into the first one. Conclave, have you seen this film? I've seen this film and I really like this film. Funny given the context, what has recently happened. Conclave was great. I really liked Conclave. It's a really exceptionally made film. Filmmaking is fantastic. It's so visually striking. The performances Ralph Fiennes is amazing. The music is very good. I really love the production design and I really love the cinematography. They're probably my two favorite things on show in this film. And Ralph Fiennes gives arguably not my favorite performance of the year, but easily one of the best, and he was possibly overlooked at that Oscars ceremony because he didn't really push to win. Conclave was great, but it's kind of difficult because there's not much to say because it kind of does everything great, so there isn't much that I can really go into about what's specifically great about it. So yeah, Conclave was great. Give it a watch if you have not seen it. Different Man is one that people don't really talk about, which is kind of disappointing because personally I loved this film. There was two great Sebastian Stan performances at the end of last year, and everybody recognised The Apprentice because The Apprentice was a movie about Donald Trump, so obviously The Apprentice was much more recognised than A Different Man. I liked him in this a lot more. It was such an interesting exploration and really a film that was such a unique idea. Honestly, I would recommend going in kind of blind to this. Sebastian Stan himself is fantastic here. He plays the same character but two different ways, and it's two polar, complete opposite characters. And there's a point in the film where he transitions back into the first character, and it's so scary because he just instantly dissolves and becomes that character again. I didn't recognize him in this film, and that's full testament to him, and it's a great performance, and it's a film that I feel like an actor would love to get. They can really go for it, and it's one that's sort of gone under the radar, which disappointingly because it's great. Adam Pearson is a standout in this film. He's absolutely hilarious, and the film really takes its time to establish itself. It's a slow film to get up and go, and it's quite a slow burn. Its first sort of half, and then whenever it gets into the meat and the bones, it really picks up and gets a bit more wacky and zany, which is always great, but it's still a great film overall, and I recommend a watch. Civil War is possibly the first film on this list that I made a video about, so there is a full review of Civil War out there if you wanted to watch it, and I would recommend going and watch that video because I like views. Really great. Alex Garland is a really great filmmaker on his day, and he hasn't really had any miss, and this adds to that. I thought Civil War was exceptional. It's so strikingly visual, the images are so crisp, all the performances are great. It's really intense. It had one of the most intense scenes I've watched this year, maybe the most intense. And one of my favorite things about this film was making the characters' perspectives and making them be war photographers, meaning they kind of couldn't be biased to one or the other side, allowing for a deeper commentary on both sides and both perspectives on it. A really interesting alternative history film that can be scarily real, that criticizes a lot of different aspects and themes. Andrea Arnold is one of the most respected filmmakers in the UK and Ireland, and rightfully so. And Bird as that list of filmography that she already has. This is a slow burn experimental film, but that is Andrea Arnold to a T. You know, her most famous film is quite possibly Wuthering Heights, which I love, but Bird here is just so authentic. It's dirty, it's grimy, but it's also quite hopeful and quite clean and whimsical. It's a weird combination. The character of Bird himself is such an interesting exploration of theme. I still don't fully grasp what the character's purpose was in the film, and I feel like I need a rewatch. But I watched it on Mubi, and it's stuck with me ever since I seen it. I really love the performances. A lot of unknown actors outside of Barry Keoghan and Fran Rogowski, who plays Bird. So to see such young actors perform so well is a testament to Andre Arnold as a filmmaker and the film itself, because the film cannot work without these young characters. It's striking and it's quite moving at points. Loved Bird. Should really give it a watch. It might be the most overlooked film on this list, where people haven't really talked about it enough, because it's really great and really good. I think The Brutalist might have been the most cinematic film that I watched last year, and that comes down to my two favourite aspects of the film, and that's its cinematography and its score. Yes, it deserved both those Oscars. Even if Dune Part 2 got nominated for score, I still think The Brutalist should have won. The Brutalist score is monumental. It's fantastic, and it, coupled with the grand VistaVision cinematography that they used, it just makes this combination of just exceptional cinema. Say what you will about Adrien Brody's performance, he is very good. All the performances are very good. I think possibly my favourite performance in the film is Guy Pearce, but the film is just fantastic, and there isn't much, it doesn't put a foot wrong, really. I do think the first half is a lot more interesting and engaging to me than the second half. The second half is where I really felt more the length, especially in the sequence where they go to Italy, I believe it is, to get the marble. But other than that, I thought it was a gorgeous looking film and a beautifully sounded film with some great performances and a really great story. And bring back the intermission. I'm all for it. I gotta go get a Ben & Jerry's, I gotta pee, and I found my buddy talking to one of the guys that worked there and we were talking about the film. When it comes to Challengers, I don't think there was a film that was more technically perfect than Challengers. Challengers as a film might be the best made film of the year, but that's what you get with Luca Guadagnino, and the same with Queer, but personally I like Challengers more. Challengers is electric. The way it's crafted like a tennis match, the editing is so invisible but so intense, it's so effective. The music is absolutely fantastic. The guys that did the music, Atticus Ross and your other fella, they really were overlooked at the Oscars. The performances are great. Guadagnino is an exceptional director. It's a really great script. The chemistry between the characters is fantastic, and that's something that comes down to the casting. So the casting is all very good, and I really need to look into how they shot the tennis match, because the tennis match is one of the best sequences I've seen last year, and it grips you every time you go back to it. It grips you, and that's the coupling of the production design of it, the raw, sweaty, gritty performances of all the characters and all the actors, and the music, and it's the editing so fast and quick and engaging. A lot of people have seen Challengers. If you haven't seen it since it came out, I'd recommend a revisit, as I believe it is better on a rewatch. Nosferatu. Robert Eggers does not miss. I put it out there. There is some historical inaccuracies or whatever, but as a film, Nosferatu is fantastic. It's very good. There's so much to say, there's so much to delve into in Nosferatu as a film, and the way that it's made. The production design is exceptional, and the cinematography is gorgeous at points. And the sequence where they meet Nosferatu, Count Orlok, might be the best thing I've seen in the cinema last year. I was incapacitated in my chair for 20 minutes. It was so good. The music is fantastic. Bill Skarsgård as Count Orlok is so haunting. He just completely disappears into it. He does a lot of that heavy makeup performances. You look at Pennywise, this is his best one. He becomes this terrifying creature, and you do not even recognize him. You see him outside of Pennywise, you still see a bit of him. With Orlok, it's nothing. It's like a completely different guy. It looks like they went to the mountains at that time here and just pulled a man out of it and brought him down and put him in the movie. It's a fantastic film, a haunting film. I haven't seen many people talk about this film, but I think this is quite a gorgeous film. This is also a film that I have made a video on. You can go and watch that. In the film, I'd say it's a subtle masterpiece, and it kind of is. The layers and the themes here are so complex, and Jane Schoenberg does such a fantastic job of delving into those themes. You can tell it's a very personal story, and the performances are very overlooked. Jack Haven, I've already talked about, gives such an exceptional performance in this film. The music is so, it's so like just, it really enhances so many sequences in here. The original album is great, but the score by Alex G is also absolutely fantastic. The film is also so crisp and clear. The images are so sharp, and the color is so haunting. but also flashy, and it gives it this added style that really helps reflect the subject matter and what the thing is about. It's talking about the pink opaque and that sort of childish idea. There's a haunting whimsy to this film. Overlooked, yes, needs to be discussed more because it's fantastic, and I think a lot more people should go and see this. If it's on, it's not on the cinema somewhere, just watch it. Just watch it. It's a really, really great film. What an overlooked performance. I stand by it. I think Saoirse Ronan in The Outrun might be the best performance I watched last year. She's so good in this movie. So good in this movie. This film is carried partly by her because she's so charismatic. She's so engaging to watch. You believe her character, and the whole thing is on her. I don't think there's a second she's not on screen, and you can tell she had a lot of passion towards this film, and that's reflected in the performance. It's such an engaging story, and it's a really great tackle of addiction, and that is a theme. It's a theme a lot of people attempt to tackle, but this might be one of my favourite portrayals of it, as it just seems so real, and it seems so authentic to the idea of addiction and alcoholism. And a lot of that comes from the performance from Saoirse Ronan. Again, it's a really overlooked film. It got a good sort of buzz in the UK and Ireland, but outside of that it didn't really go far. And that's disappointing because she really deserved more attention for this. And this film as a whole deserved more attention. I thought everybody was great in it. I loved the use of location. It's such a vast, gorgeous landscape, and they really do a great job of contrasting that with the busyness and the crowdedness of London. Both areas reflect the main character and her mental state, and they do a great job of communicating that to the audience. I really would, again, recommend this film. It's kind of like, just watch all these films in this list. Maybe I lied. Maybe this was the overlooked film of the whole thing. Small Things Like These is unbelievable. This thing is a masterpiece. This thing is so good. It's the kind of film where 10, 15 years from now, we'll look back on this film and people will be like, why did nobody talk about this when it came out? Cillian Murphy in this film is so good. So good. He says maybe 20 words, and his performance is completely physical, and it's jaw-dropping. I couldn't believe how engaged I was with this man that said like nothing throughout the whole thing, and it was so authentic to Irish masculinity in a lot of ways, because I feel like I was more endeared to it because you know guys like this, the tall, the quiet, the hard worker, you know, he works for his family, but you can tell there's something going on with him, but he just does not speak. What a gorgeous film, what a haunting film, and what a tragic film. It really delves into quite a difficult history, a difficult period of history that happened in Ireland to do with the convents, and it deals with it very, very well. It deals with it in a respectful way and an honest way. And its connection to Cillian Murphy's character is so powerful. It's a film that doesn't say much, but at the same time it says so much, and it does all that through other characters and through visual. It's not long, it's like 90 minutes. It's 90 minutes you won't regret giving up to watch. It deserved more recognition than it got. Loved it. But now we're gonna get into the top 5. Nickel Boys is one of the most unique and inventive films I've ever seen in my life. I've never watched a film like this, and I doubt I ever will watch a film like this again, because this is a one-of-a-kind story that you could probably only really capture in this style. If you don't know Nickel Boys is based on a book. It's about these like educational correctional facilities that are basically juvenile prisons, and the treatment of black people in it at around like I don't really know the time, 50s, 60s maybe. And this film is haunting. It has this striking realism to it, and it's something that sticks with you as it flashbacks between the past and the present. If you don't know, the film is so inventively shot. It's essentially shot entirely in POVs, outside of sequences that go back to the present where we never see the character in the present's face. It's all shot in like a big rig behind him, and I loved it for that. This film just seems like it was really difficult to make, and the fact they made it is so impressive. The 2 lead performances are exceptional, and the story is so engaging. The film really breaks you down and makes you care so much about the characters, and not just the 2 main characters, but almost every character in the world that are inhabiting this place and are stuck in this place. I can't recommend it highly enough. It got a Best Picture nomination, and it fully deserved the Best Picture nomination because it is that good. Everything from the really unique visuals to the great direction and the great performances, and the music is one of my favourite scores of the year, one of the most overlooked scores of the year. It's kind of like Past Lives last year, which I loved. But Nickel Boys is exceptional, with a gut punch of an ending, real gut punch of an ending, and a great twist to the ending that I was not expecting at all. Go and watch Nickel Boys. Give it a go because you won't regret it. This is gonna be like much higher than where everybody else has this film. And considering the context of me putting this film in this list this high, considering the context of everything going on with them right now, it might be a bit controversial for me to do this, but I don't care because I believe it. This is great. This film was so good. This film was so good. I've made a video on Kneecap on the film, and I would go and watch that video because a lot of things I might cover here are very similar. It's quite close to me because I lived in the place that is based, and you see so much authenticity to it, and it really feels like a striking photograph of Belfast, which is really cool. And it's funny, it's quick-witted, it's charismatic, it's so fun. The editing is so dynamic, and the stylized choices really work for the tone of the film. The performances are really good from all of the Kneecap members. It's hilarious. I've said it before, I'll say it again, it's hilarious. And the film could have been misinterpreted as a focus on Irishism and nationalism, but it's not. It's more an analysis of the Irish language and the tragedy that could be losing the Irish language to history. And the film has done a great job in reigniting an interest in the language, as it's caused people to go and learn it, which is fantastic. And the film itself deserves the praise that it gets. And it should have been nominated for an international feature nomination at the Oscars, but I'm not gonna get into that. Yes, it's that good. Do I have to say any more? I made a video on this. Do I have to say any more about arguably the best film of the decade so far? It's that good. Performance is great, music great, cinematography great, visual effects great, story great, direction great, editing great, everything's great. It got shut out at the Oscars and it didn't deserve to be shut out the way that it did. Dune Part 2 is that fucking good. What a beautiful film. Coleman Domingo should have won the Oscar. He gives the best male lead performance I've seen last year. And I didn't know this film was a true story until it was over, and that made it all the much more engaging to me. The score is great. Visuals are so good. It's like boxed in, and the color is so subtle, so accentuating. It does so much with just very, very empty rooms and very empty backgrounds. It has this soft filmic glow to it. All of the performances are great. All the actors have a great chemistry and a great dynamic. It's a really, really engaging story dealing with themes of masculinity and the difficulties of incarceration and isolation and loneliness. I heard so much about Coleman Domingo in this film, and it wasn't until his breakdown before he went on stage that I realised how good he was in this. And the film really got shut out. People talk about Dune getting shut out at the Oscars. Sing Sing was so unfairly shut out. It didn't get a picture nomination. I think it maybe got a screenplay nomination, just about. But the main nomination it got was Coleman Domingo, but it deserved so much more than that. This film moved me. It broke me. I was feeling it in the cinema, man. I was feeling it. Very difficult film, but a very important film, and a film that I loved, and a film that I think a lot of people will love if they give it the chance that it deserves. If you can find it anywhere, because you can't find it anywhere to watch at the minute, which is really, really annoying. So yeah, Sing Sing, loved it. Could have easily been my number one, but sadly it was pipped to the post by probably everybody's number one. Yeah, man, it's that good. It's that good. Really like Sean Baker. The Florida Project is fantastic. Tangerine's fantastic. Red Rocket is also fantastic. He kind of just makes great films. And Nora has sort of become a villain now because it won everything, but I'm not opposed. It won picture, it won editing, it won script, and it won director, which meant that Sean Baker won 4 Oscars. And it won Maggie Madison one as well. Yeah, I was a big fan of Anora. The script is great. It's a really great subversion as well. When you're watching it the first 30 to 40 minutes, you're thinking, oh, this is going the way that I expect it to go, and then it just turns and it becomes something so different to what the genre usually does, and that was so welcome because it elevates so quickly. The use of Take That is fantastic. the additions of the traditionally Russian and Romanian actors. I'm not sure. I think it is give it that extra added realism to it, to the point where it's kind of got that usual Sean Baker approach, where he's got sort of all non-professional actors and he's got one professional kind of well-known actor. Maggie Madison is all obviously like professionally well-known, but now she is because she just won an Oscar for lead actress. And when the film won at Cannes, I was like excited, and then the trailer came out and I got more excited, and then another trailer came out and I got more excited, then the one came out that used the Pink Pony Club song, and I was like, oh my god, this could be the greatest film of the year. And it was. It might be cliche of me to put this at number one. The Academy recognised it as the best film of last year, and I don't care, because it is the best film of last year, to me anyway, because I loved it that much. And I could gush about this, I could make a whole video about this film. But right now, I'm just gonna leave it here and say that it's my favourite of 2024, and rightfully so. I was a big fan of Anora, and if you somehow missed it, go and give it a watch. So yeah, that's my catch up done. I don't have anything else to say, and yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you when I see you.